Kaboom! Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back. It's underscore Gintu back again to the root of today, and here we are. It's one-on-one live coming out from this position, and it's very, very fantastic, guys. Today I have much of the content coming to you live because we have much of the things that has hindered us, and they have just tempered with our emotions already, and we are going to make sure that everything is coming to you live, one-on-one, and this is the beginning. Let me tell you a story. Some 2 days ago, one of the visitors arrived onto the villa, and you know what I mean. At the villa, there's a person who arrived with the kibe, and is called Mr. Cecile. For the people who knows such kind of a person, he is onto the villa, and there's a time we ever got a video with Passy talking about there's a visitor who gonna be coming on 14th, and they're gonna be extending a little bit days in Nairobi before he could just arrive onto this position of the villa. And whenever he just came to the villa, he just find much of the things are good, and he has been received with high greetings unto the villa very much. So how the things has become now, this kind of a guy from the talk about Cecile, something like that. I don't know if he's an artist of reggae. You remember the artist of reggae from Jamaica? Maybe gonna be one of the artists from Jamaica. I don't know if he's gonna be the one, but Cecile is a female person who is also removing some reggae music in terms of rhythm. Fantastic. So he's onto the village right now, and now they have found Didi uncle there. Now they have been coming South Didi, and just imagine how many now people are at the villa, how many men at the villa, and one lady called Anne. She's at the villa, and you can now doubt what is ongoing onto the villa right now. And this is what we want to embrace right now. Make sure that this kind of the scenario is cut a boom. And right today, there's a time now Passy was called to go to the villa to make sure that she's going there to receive some of the presents that came with the Cecile, the reggae guy from I'll talk about the Didi Ceci from Jamaica. And whenever he arrived here, he asked about can I call Passy, so as Passy the YouTuber, it's Passy, so that she can come and take some of the presents for the kids, because he is sponsoring much of the kids, like one kid until from the primary to where he could just reach with the kid. So he asked first the Kenge that can I call such kind of a lady to come here and do what, and get the present from me, because I am at the villa. And I don't know why all of these men are just staying at one place, and I'm just wondering. And one lady, she's only one lady who is taking care of all of them, cooking and washing the utensils and everything. You can just imagine what's now up taking onto that villa right now, and all of them are Didis, you know that. So and how the things now went. Now Passy arranged herself very well. You know how she's neat. She's a woman now. She has to embrace herself, make sure that she's cladding very neatly, and also getting some perfumes here and there, and so making sure that the face is applied very good oil, and also the lipsticks. Fantastic. And she's now looking very awesome and very beautiful. So as whenever she gets onto that position, she's gonna be receiving her present that had come from the Jamaican plantation. So but the people who were available onto that position were Kenge driver, talk about the David, talk about there's a one boy called Kibe was there, and also let's talk about the Didi Ceci, Didi Uncle, they were there, and the Gunmo was there, and who else? Anne was there. Who else? The soldier was there. There's a person called Ngutu, Ogutu. Ogutu is the brother to Condad, and is the one who is taking care of the gate. He's a soldier there, but walking like have you ever seen? It's called a porcupine. Have you ever seen a porcupine? How the porcupine is always walking. That's how he always walk with the one of the sticks. So he's now the one of the goons now gonna be advertised onto this position, because now he's the one one wants to chase people and hit people, thinking is the home, and he doesn't have a wife. I'm just worried about the talk about the conduct is always talking about even the brother doesn't have even a woman. So that's the position. I can just tell you the fact. And she was looking for one woman. I'm gonna not tell who, but she was a YouTuber, and she was talking about, hey, can you look for me one of the women here so as I can marry? The person is more than 60 years, want to marry right now a YouTuber. Are you serious? If that's how Kenge told you that come to the gate, you will be receiving some women who are the YouTubers. I'm very, very sorry about that. So how the time now was going, now Passy arranged herself, then she went to the villa. You know, at the gate you have to bounce very quickly. So as the goon who is the brother to Conrad, he is available. So he's the one who is like rectifying the mistake and making sure that your ID is valid before you get onto the villa. So from that position, Passy now went and knocked the gate. Then the gate was opened. So whenever it was opened, before it could be given the present, he got much of the tension to the villa. And this is now the point to be driven home. Because whenever it reached to this position, the security is available to make sure that there's nothing is hindering. Anything that's hindering me, it's gonna be affected very much. Because whenever now it gets to this segment, the security should be tight and should be dispersed to each certain positions to make sure that I'm safe right now. Because now it's where now the point wants to drop. Here is the point. When the Didi Sesi talked about, I want to give out this present to Passy, he called the Kenge and asked, can I get Passy, or can I invite Passy to the villa so as she can come here and get the present from me? And you accept it? The Kenge talked about, yes, there's no problem, go ahead. And now Passy was now called and she was told, come to the villa and receive your package. Passy, without knowing what is the helter-skelter, what is ongoing, she cladded herself, now walking simultaneously with an immediate effect. You know how the ladies are, and you know the nyash is there, and everything is so fantastic. She's now walking like a chameleon. Eh? Yeah, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, slowly, slowly. You know, it's like a pussycat. Have you ever seen a cat, a cat dropping the legs onto any flour? Let me talk about the cooking flour. Have you ever seen that? No day. So she's walking very majestically, and making sure that everything is so fantastic onto that position. So she knocked the gate, then the gate was open with the brother to Conrad, and he asked, what is your problem? She talked about I'm here because I have come for my own present. Are you well and good? Fantastic. Get in. Then she was accompanied with a person who can help her to carry some of the present if there are so many. She carried one of, I don't know if the sister or the cousins. She's always with her at her home, making sure that she's looking after the children whenever Passy is maybe out of the content. And now whenever she got in, everybody was now eyeing forward. You know, now they're always eyeing forward to see let's talk about, to see Anastasia. Is small and slender a little bit. Now they see somebody who is now very beautiful, very talk about the smooth face, talk about the brown face. Mnataka zambarau? Nenda mchune. Talk about the brown face, maraba. Talk about the brown face. Talk about a person who has applied oil very much, because you can now imagine now the gunimo. Talk about the gunimo now applying oil. How can a gunimo look like? If only birds cannot eat food from gunimo, what about a person? So that's how the things were tingo and going. And now everybody was eyeing forward. The gunimo now was looking not with the eyes, but with the nose and talk about the nose and the mouth. So everybody will just talk about what is happening into this position. Kibe is there, very tall, energetic, looking at the Nyash walking very fantastically because she went there with the cousin, and the cousin is the Nyash is Nyashing. You know that now everybody was about, where is this coming from? She's a chocolate, chocolate face. Talk about short and precisive with all the creatures that God has ever brought into the world. She has. Never talk about the size 8. So she's 8. Fantastic. She's standing and she's very fantastic. So everybody was about looking with nose and teeth. Like now the David, which is Davy Jr., was about, hey, Uncle Mo. Hey, look at, she's a she, and hey, Uncle Mo, hey, Uncle Mo, I'm looking, she's short, she's good. You know how the Gunmo is always talking, and Davy is about, she's wearing a shirt, that is a shirt. Hey, look at Passy. Hey, Passy is bright. She's bright. Now everybody was about, hey, what is now going on? Everybody goes there to look for the content, and there's no content outside. They have to go inside there and do what? And look for the content. And that's the real fact about how everyone is just going there to make sure that the content is coming. There's no content outside here. And whatever we are doing and people are copying, everything gonna be very fantastic. And that's why we talk about it. That's very nice and that's very awesome. So, whenever now she got in, she was now walking helter-skelter, majestically, simultaneously, talk about hybridically, everything. Put anything. Kali at the end. Chemically formulated, shakingly, they talk about you have to shake before you. So every girl you see, she's shaking before, shaking before you. So whenever you see a girl is shaking at the road and removing, know that the girl is going for reuse or to go for the service, So shake it before you. So whenever you see something shaking, know that maybe it's about to be used. Fantastic. So whenever she walked onto the villa, then she met with Ceci, which is the Didi Ceci. Fantastic, onto the villa. So the Didi Ceci, Gunmo started talking about Passy, we don't want you, with the another goon called Davy. Another goon called Davy. Wherever you are, face me. Because I'm gonna be coming for you, because I have heard that you are looking for me with your father, which is the conduct, and thinking that I'm intimidated with a boy. I'm just not understanding this. Maybe you thought that we are not going to come to the YouTube platform, but I'm here one-on-one live to make sure that I'm addressing you, young boy. Maybe we are of the same age and size there. But if you want to force me to do whatever I want, maybe if you want one, you might be finding something very rough from this kind of a boy here. Fantastic. But everything is so fantastic as you are just going to intimidate parents, talking about these people should leave our family. Leave your family and doing wrong? Let me tell you a story on what these people are now doing to Passy live right now. Security? Hey. Shh. Are you right? Yeah, they are on the position. Fantastic. Go. Go check. You're fantastic. Go check every side. Go. Exactly. Be there. Hey. No. They are so healthy, guys. They are so healthy and full. Security is tight. Fantastic. So, now Ceci talked about, I've called Passy into this position. The Didi Ceci talked about now, welcome Passy, and get your present is here, and everything gonna be very okay. The Gunmo started talking about, what are you doing here? We don't want you here. Who has invited you here? Talk about Davy Jr. is about, hey, I saw you in the video of Gintu. Even they played that video talking about, she was talking bad. And I was just wondering, what are these people talking about? This information, no one has it, and no one has ever talked about this information. And I'm telling you this as a fact, because there's nothing can ever pass me this, even if everybody is there and closed. But I will have the information outside here, and this is the real fact. Whatever you do, we are back. and back on back with you, because whatever you're doing, we're going to be coming for you very, very soon. And this is the real fact about what is ongoing. And people are talking about this family is so good. They're so jealousy aggressive to everyone, talking about this person now has a present. Let me get the story before I get out of the story. So Passy was given the present now. The Didi says he came with it. And they were talking about even the children. Why are you taking care of them? That's Gunmo talking about telling the Gun Sesi that the Didi says that why are you taking care of the children? Leave her alone. I saw some days having a video with Gintu, and I'm coming the threat of them because they know who I am. They know who I am. And Gunmo, they were about to fight. Even Gunmo going to just touch Passy that wants to hit you. It was unconditional circumstances ever possible, because you want to hit a woman. You have hit your woman is no longer available. She has gone home, and you are thinking that you can hit people's wives. My friend, what the hell do you think you are, Gunmo? And I'm just maybe you can face who I am. Maybe you can just come and face me. Because if these are the things that you're going to be doing, my friend, I'm going to be sympathizing with you, because maybe you have never found people who are more than you. Maybe you think that you are the superpower in that village. Maybe I'm just far away from that village. Maybe you have never recognized that one. So, how the things now go? So they started arguing. Davy talking about, we don't want to see you here. Why are you talking bad about our family? Why are you doing this and this and this? Why are you, get out, we don't want to see you here. And not forgetting, the same Davy talking there, he's the one who was tarnishing that villa. And right now he's there talking about now other people should leave that villa. How stupid that kind of a boy is. Look at how stupid people are. They don't understand themselves. And such kind of a boy is talking about, we don't want to see you in the villa. And yet, the Kenge himself talked about, let that lady come to the villa and receive his own luggage or the package. And she evacuate that villa with an immediate effect after being given the present. Then the Gunmo is there talking about, you know what, we are not going to understand you, we are not going to do anything. So that's kind of underrating such kind of a woman, underrating some girl child, underrating the woman into the village. And this is what we want to do, what? Abolish and make sure that there's nothing is going to take responsibility there. And now they started arguing, throwing words from here to there. Even imagine Kibe talking about what is she here for. So you wanted that present to be yours? Oh, my living God. Why? Why? Kibe, you are welcomed. Nobody has ever talked to you bad, because now if you are coming to such kind of a scenario, we're going to be roasting you, my friend. Because now you are coming to the same point I wanted to come to. That if you want me to engage in you, you're going to suffer. Because you know who I am and I know who you are. So keep it tuned and be focused, Kibe. Because some things that you're going to be doing are going to be entering into your position. Keep it in touch, because something going to be coming to you live from with that boy. If you're going to be going on with such kind of the things you're going to be doing for such kind of the lady, talking about what is she here for? And why are we there? I'm just asking myself. These are the people who have invaded some people's property and asking other people who are living at the village. Now I don't understand that. That's why this Gunmo talking about the V, they're talking about people to come from outside than Passy, who is living near there, coming to the villa to receive and she was called, and they want people from Eldoret interior like Ikebe, people from I don't know where did the uncle, to come and invade the villa and talk about where are you coming from, who invited you to the villa. So flabbergastic, so omniscious, so embryonic. Never, I cannot even understand such kind of the things that they are doing into that position. And we want to rectify such kind of the mistakes they are doing. And imagine now, they were about to fight Passy. Passy, the little lady she is, somebody like Kibe, somebody like Kunmo, Davy, they want to fight a lady like Passy. For what now? And they were about to hit her. And she saw that, whoa, if I go slowly, I'm going to be hit. I'm going to be hit. So she was up. If somebody's up, She was up too. Now she was about, do what you want to do. I'm invited here. I never came here for alone. I was doing this and this and this. I was called. Who invited me here? Gunmo is talking about, don't bring your nonsense here. You speak to Gintu. You speak to this. So I'm just wondering, is Gunmo the king? Is Gunmo the owner? You know, I'm just wondering with such kind of the boys who are just into the village. And they have been, even Gunmo, this is not their area. Gunmo is just leaving to the village that he was welcomed. And right now, he's talking like now the village belongs to them. Davy is a Kisian person. The father is a Kisi person coming from Kisi. They have come here. The Korean people have just accommodated them. Right now, they're now talking like now the villa looks like them. Nyabwase looks like it's theirs. I'm just wondering what's the problem with that one. And to the due fact, Passy was given such kind of the present. And I like this band called Ceci. Thank you very much for what you did. Ceci talked about, Gunmo was asking Ceci to talk about, don't leave those children, leave them there and let her study with them or let her do some things with them. And Ceci talked about, no, I decided my own, even coming from Jamaica to this position, I have to do what? I have to come to see these children and take care of them. I've come with some presents of them and I am willing to take the children forward. Not like Gunmo even chasing the wife, talking about everybody is like the stupid-minded they are. Talking about like Davy is just loitering with Mickey here. Talk about Caster there. Who are they now? Where are they right now? And you are talking about you are what? Talking about we are pregnant. You and who? I'm just wondering about this kind of the things. We are pregnant. And even he was serious. Guys, you know what? We are pregnant. Hey, Caster baby, where are you? We are pregnant, guys. You can see the stomach. The stomach is coming out. We are pregnant. And Caster is doing this way, you know? And now this kind of a goon boy is talking about, we are pregnant, guys. Do you know even how pregnancy is put inside? I'm just wondering about this boy. Or you know how to put some dready and talking about, you know how the stomach is coming out. I'm just wondering with this kind of a boy, how can you interrogate such kind of the things? Do you know how the fluid flows? Do you know how fluid flows? Huh? Do you know how fluid flows? Go and ask Kibe is there to tell you how the fluid flows. Because if you want to know how the fluid flows, Kibe gonna be giving you the respondent very clearly. And now, Ceci talked about, I'm going to do what? I'm going to do what? I'm going to take care of the kids. None of my business that she has done this, she has done that. I'm capable of taking care of the kid, whoever talks or not. I came because of them. Not this goon Mo, not this goon Davy, not this goon Kibe, not this goon Kenge driver, not this goon from this other position. Like Gake was there, fantastic. So she took the stuffs and talk about the goon. Mo stopped her and talking about, where are you going with this one? Mr. Ceci, I am not going to allow this one to happen right now. Why are you going to allow, she has some of the present like these ones here. So I'm not going to allow it to happen. So Passy put down the stuffs and talked about and said to Gunmo, do you want the same? You have a problem unto your home. You have people who are just suffering unto your home. Why can't you ask for support so as you can go and support your people? I have talked about Gunmo is not living in this village. Gunmo's home is several kilometers to Alex's place. And he was the one who was talking about tarnishing the name of Alex. Yet they are coming from one village with Alex. I'm telling you the fact. And I'm just wondering now, he's now turning like the village is his due to unconditional circumstances, having a motorbike. And he was now talking about, it was even the same time he was having Christmas lit. That kind of a platform is coming to you because it's on the point and it's on a hit point. Because, Nini? Passion. Aya, enda basi nyumbani. Nakuja. Sawa? So how the things, I'm talking to the kid there, talk about Kimberly. Kimberly, how are you? Hi. So now the real position now comes this way. Passy took all the things down and talked about Gunmo. Take them if you want to take them. You don't have a kid. You have just chased the wife already. Take the things if you want. The things are here, and go and help your family back to your home there, not here, because he's just a migrant. He's just a migrantee into this village. Now he's talking about go back, and Passy have talked about. Passy went there with a girl who helps her to look after the children and to home. So talk about the brother to Conrad was about to beat such kind of a lady because she was talking about she's from talk about it's Robbie's home, and we were talking about Robbie's home because of the mother. I'm talking about the lady that talk about a Kenge driver abused. Talk about took advantage of that lady. She was living very near there to it's Robbie's home, and it's underscore Robbie, if you can just remember the home where it is, not Robbie girl, it's Robbie, it's underscore Robbie, and they were about to Ken because that family is the one that took the advantage to go to the children's home because they have just talked about no family can just take the responsibility, but they took the responsibility to get that lady to the children's home and UNICEF so as they can catch up with that kind of a boy who will mislead and misled the ladies and to the village who are just the minors. And now talk about the brother to Conrad was about, you know, I've talked about, he looks like a porcupine with a stick always. And he looks like the Conrad, even talking rubbish like you think he's an excavator taking some luggages from down. He's just having some rubbish, very rubbish language always. And it was about to Ken such kind of a guy, hit such kind of a guy because talking about this family doesn't go hand in hand with Conrad's family. Very nonsense things. And these are the people who are welcomed to this place. And that's why they're going to be making it happen that the Korean people will chase the Kisians people from the village because now it's now like now the Kisians want to overtake the land of Korea. And that's why now it might bring some of the chaos onto the village. And such kind of things cannot be recommendable because no one is going forward to such kind of a scenario, and I'm very, very sorry about that. Yes, yeah, no problem. Haya, endelea na kazi yako. So then talk about now I respect one person now again. He took the advantage to make sure that he's cooling such kind of the temper from Passy and Gunmo and Davy. This is a Kenge driver. Talked about, hey, no. Make sure that leave the lady to go because it's his own things. Leave some kind of the dramas and some kind of the fracases here because it cannot help you. Now into that point now is now sensing humor. Is now sensing with the brain. Now the brain is now reading. No, he talked about, okay, now what to do is one, leave that lady to go, stop this kind of the nonsenses you want to do because he has been invited. And not that, you know, even the Gun Sesi was talking about, she was being allowed with the, talk about with the Kenge to arrive and to the villa. And now, they want to tarnish her. They want to take everything that the Didi Sesi came with into Kenya, and they take it as their own advantage, which was a miscellaneous effect. And I'm talking this as a fact. And now Passy was very strong, and I think about a woman with all of the men. Imagine Passy how she is with the Didi uncle there, with the Didi Sesi there, with the Gun Kibe there, with another person, Kenge driver there. Talk about the Gunmo there. Talk about the Gun Davies there. Imagine 6 people in one lady. Even makeover is there. Imagine all of 7 people in one lady doing what now? You want now to tarnish her, and you think now you're strongest team? We are outside here focusing and making sure that everything is coming to you live and it's one-on-one from this position, making sure that there's nothing can have helter-skelter or do anything intimidatiously to this kind of the people. Talking about I have got my own independence, now you want to ruin my life. I've got independence, now you want to intimidate me. I've got my independence, now you want to do anything that you think about. Okay, I'm a lady, now you are the gentleman. You want to hinder Rumamonga, my own affinity, or tarnish my own name. Talking about this is how Mickey Mouse is this way, Mickey Mouse is that way, Mickey. Talk about nonsense. That's not even accommodatable onto this platform of today. So, Passy was allowed to go out with such kind of the present. And he vanished with the present from Kenge Villa, and she went home with the present with the lady she was accompanied with, to make sure that the information or such kind of the luggage is reaching at home. Next segment. Let me give you a story number 2. Another present was sent to Congrats' mom. And Passy was told, Passy, please go pick your parcel at Congrats' mom. It's there, and go back home with it. Then Passy went helter-skelter and talked about, let me go to that position, get my present, and get back home. Whenever he reached at that segment, at the gate knocking, it's the same time I told you. One day I was going to do there some marination, and I took everything. I took Gunmo's motorbike because it was theirs, and he gave me that, go take this bike and take a jiko from the villa and get the marination box and bring it to the Congrats, the con mom, and to that position. So as what you can do the marination, because the demon was there. And they wanted to have a party inviting Kenge to come and eat or drink some soup with the Argentinian long nose. Fantastic? Fantastic. So whenever I just reached at the gate, I knocked. Then the person who came to open the door, the main gate, was this kind of a boy called the Goon Dev. And whenever I reached at the gate, I talked about, what do you want? What do you want? He cannot talk like a man, talks like a lady, talks like a person who is now like a Didi lady. I don't know what's the problem with this kind of a guy. And it was just not even it was very disgusting, very totally disgusting with this kind of a boy. I talked about, I'm here to do my own marination. What's the problem about that? So give me the position, open the gate, I get in, I do my own marination, because you don't know how to cook. Even the con talk about the demon doesn't know how to cook anything. They are just talking about, guys, today I want to show you how to cook fish, which is tilapia. Doesn't know the marination, doesn't know how to apply some of the talk about the recipe, how the recipe gonna be used and everything like that. I was just confused with this kind of the people. Then I at long last he opened the gate, I got in. So the same way Passy went there and knocked the door. Then this boy was the one who opened, and the same day, it was the day that they were beating one person, talking about he's a thief. And now they're celebrating that eventually that thief is dead. What a stupid people are they? And what kind of hell do these people think about? Even talking about, now they hit the thief, they got to the police, now they're talking about the thief is dead. After this, I'm just... What kind of these people are talking about? You know, these people are thinking about, okay, now they can do anything, they can beat anyone because now they have money, they can explore, but they're coming to our attention, and our attention is now focused to that family. Because whatever they are doing, it's not going to be recommendable again. Because right now, they can see my face. It is so extremely talking about it gonna not happen again. And whenever it will happen, it's gonna be going live. And if you think you're gonna be going to bribe the police, it's gonna be rhyming unto you, and there's nothing gonna be having to compensate. And you are next people to go there without no bond, and you will be jailed for good. Get that as a point, not a request. And this is an order. They have to take it as responsibly. Yes. You want passion fruit? You want passion fruit? Okay, wait for it. So, now Passy knocked the door, and you know what happened? The first person who came to interact was about who? The Gundev. Talked about, what do you want? I don't want to see you here. What are you coming to our home to do? I don't want to see you here. Because the previous day, They were about to fight at the villa. So she could not be allowed to enter into the home because of now they wanted to fight there. Even they wanted much of the things from Passy, and that's why they were talking, and they never welcomed such kind of a lady to their home. And whenever she went inside, she was told that there's nothing you're needing here, get out. Do you know that throwing of words appeared into that position? Imagine such kind of a boy doesn't have even a child, doesn't know even how to put a child inside, doesn't know even why a child is put inside. Talking about we are pregnant. Now talking to such kind of a lady. Passy, she's a grown-up person having 4 kids, and she knows what to do. She knows how the life is. This kind of a stupid boy doesn't know even which life is. Talking about, okay, what are you here for? We don't want to see you here. Go back. I will call my dad to come with machete. Machete is now the only thing that maybe is becoming a slogan. That whenever you talk about the condad, you have to talk about the machete's backyard, put onto their shoulder, and talking about I'm now coming for you. And so as people can be intimidated and rush from that position. So they thrown some words there talking about, what do you want from me? I don't want anything from you. What I want is my present. I've told that my present is there. If you don't want to give me, stay with it and eat if you want. I'm just embarrassed that even the con mom cannot even understand the language. She's a mom, but she cannot understand the language of another woman like her, and she knows how the things are running. And now they're aggressive with such kind of a woman because of the charities coming and donations are coming, presents are coming, and they're just eager talking about what about us and why is it being sent to our home and why is not sent to his home? Why are they now sending to our home? And that's the only point they're talking about. And why can't you reason that, okay, if you want to be the village leaders and people want to know that you're going to be leading the village, and even making the matter worse, the condad is the person of the Seventh-day Adventist and a very good, a big person in that church. And right now, I'm just wondering how can you just trust that they're talking about we are Christians? What a kind of a hell is that one? Christian for what? Thinking about talking about people badly, tarnishing people's names, turning and grabbing people's hands, and so very many things are coming out. And whenever we talk about, they are going to talk about, you know what my father is going to be very aggressive. My father is very aggressive. I'm going to be calling my father. I'm going to be coming with machete and he will kill you here. I'm just worried. No. Such kind of a boy talking such kind of the rubbish. And now Passy talked about, stay with those things there if you want to eat. And she left. And talked about, this Davy was now the person who chased the other lady. And I'm just embarrassed. Why can you do such kind of a thing? Imagine. We are so sympathizing with such kind of the scenario. And I'm telling the people, this family is very rude and aggressive. Concerning the Gunmo, one day you're going to be hitting where now the stone going to be. And you're going to be hitting unto me one day. And we'll have the respondent clear. Because one day, he might be talking about, he might be intimidating people thinking, he is now the person of the villa, maybe thinking about is the person of the village. I'm always passing there. And one day I'm going to be passing there to hear such kind of a voice that, why are you passing here? People will have a history of the other time. He will know my real mood. He will know my real face. This is not my real face. I have the real face whenever it comes to goons. And this is the real fact. And that's why now they turned to tarnish people. Next point. There's a person, very, very crucial point today. I've got a call. From Queen Nyabohanse. She asked me that, where are you going to? I said, I'm now going to the fish pond there to give fish food and also check on the plants that they have sprayed some of the herbicides. And they have killed the greens for the vulnerables. And I got even the chemical they used and they left there. And I was pathetically not even in good terms with anyone who can find in the road. Then she asked me, can we meet there? I talked about, okay, I'm heading there. Can we meet there? There's no problem. Let's head there. But she never came. And she asked me, there's a person who has called me and talked about I am at Chef Matiko's home and I'm waiting you there. Are you at home? This lady answered, I'm not at home, and my home is not even located at that place. What's your problem? This person talked about, I want you to tell us, me and the other people, any secret that you have between you or between Gintu and Mogesi, which kind of a secret you can tell us, and we will pay you. Oh, my living God. Now bribing want to become that now. They want even to tarnish my name, bribing people to say the falseness. I'm so disgusted. And this is the person I'm talking about called Ernest. Very stupid person ever. I've never seen such kind of a person. Waking up very early in the morning at 6, coming to my place here, talking about, hey, can you tell us the story how it was? I'm not jealous of information. I'm not jealous of content with anyone. I give anyone the content, any valid information. I have my own concept. I have my own brain. I have my common denominator is working. My hypothalamus are working. Very fantastic. My ears, my nose, my senses are working. Such kind of a person coming now asking Kunyabwanse that can you give us some information about Gintu and Mogesi so as we tarnish their name again. Because one day he just chopped onto us and we talked about we don't want any nonsense. And whenever it reaches to our attention, you are not done. It's still ongoing and we're going to be coming for you. And right today, he has just met with Mogesi and he has just talked to Mogesi that, Mogesi, you know what? Now my phones have been picked with the police. You know they had a grudge with Masubo 1. And whenever that grudge was on, even there's another goon called Prince Odinga. Whenever he came here, he had to turn back to Nairobi because he was being looked. The police were searching for him like a cherry, like something else, you know. And they were looking helter-skelter from every position to make sure that this person is put in custody. And even Masubo went ahead and took this called the goon Ernest to the police station so as I can answer the questions. Now, whenever he has reached there, even yesterday you saw, go and check, there's a notice that he left there. This goon, Ernest, talk about, you know, guys, now tomorrow I've been called to be summoned with the police, and whatever happens to me, you know, it's Masubo 1. Very nonsense. Talking about a person living, just guys, I'm at home, it's just 50 meters from my home here, and you know where the home is, you know the wife, you know everything. You are shouting onto the planet, talking about he's the one who is misusing your wife. How can your wife be misused and she has brain? Talk about how these nonsense things are coming out. Your wife to be misused. How now? How? Controlling, and you're talking about, you know, guys, he was seducing my wife. What kind of an assumption are you bringing to the people talking about your wife is being seduced? So you are lowering the dignity of your wife. She's stupid now. How can she be, why can't she talk about, okay, I want you, come once. I don't want you, go back. And whenever I see you, I'm going to be reporting you to the police station. Why is this person now coming out to talk about if it's my family, it's my priority? Who doesn't have a family? Even Kenge has a family. That's why the priority is from the demon. Fantastic. So right today, he went to be summoned and to the DCI in Sibania, and he was told, leave all your phones here. Now there's no content coming. So they have to sort out the issues first. And this guy is now talking about is just good in terms of the brain. I'm just sympathizing with you. Now you want to tarnish your name using other people now. Okay, you'll call Ernesto like the way they called Mayani. Give you 500. I want you to talk bad about Gintu. Very, very sorry. Talk about now, Ernesto, I'm giving you this. You don't have money to lure these people. And if you lure them, it's 500. And I can give them the money so as they can even talk more. Whatever they just did. Like today, like last time, I talk about the Kenge firstborn lured money or bribed money to Mayani and talk about he's not the pregnancies to the village. And after one day, the things came out clearly. The other day again, Kenge firstborn talked about lured the brother to a nest, to the big brother. They gave him liquor, and whenever he was now not sober, he was now liquored. Now they talk about, okay, can you go and tarnish and say that these people are, I am not the one who is the pregnancy. But the information today, we have it. He was lured. He was bribed to talk about. Guys, this is what is happening right now. You can even check the kales, how they are. They are yellow in color. This is how the greens now look like right now. Look at this. They are now drying up. The only thing that has survived is the pumpkin. It's already ongoing with its own way forward. Jesus. And they were a little bit to be harvested, but due to unconditional circumstances, they are now stuck to that position. There's nothing going to be happening, and they are now lost. Look at this. And it is here, guys. Look at it. Mugasi. Eh. Jesus. Guys, it is here. And it's the real fact about what I was ever talking about. The guy even left it into this position. It's a roundup. And look at how it is. It's a herbicide. Jesus. It's a herbicide. And this how, and it has dried up everything, and it's just left onto this position. So I don't know who is this guy, and